Hello everyone, and welcome to the first annual Ride Engineering Competition.
Our planning committee within the Theme Park Engineering Group at Iowa State University has spent the past 6 months designing this competition to help students like you gain real-life skills and become more qualified engineers and designers.
The competition will culminate in a hybrid event where teams can be present virtually or in person socially distanced on April 16th and 17th, 2021, here at Iowa State University's brand new Student Innovation Center.
Registration opens today and is open until December 4th. Teams that register receive the full rulebook and additional documents and can start working immediately. There's a $20 fee per person to register for the competition. This does not include the final event. Non-registered students may not participate in the competition. Teams may register additional students to their team before December 4th. Registered teams will also be granted access to the Ride Engineering Competition team in Microsoft Teams. This will be the central hub for questions, updates, and news about the competition. This is the pilot year, so there are bound to be wrinkles to iron out. If you have any questions, suggestions, or problems, please contact the REC Planning Committee at MS Teams or by email.
We want to build a strong connection with industry partners throughout this year and are actively growing our connections. We are excited to announce that teams this year will be granted access to the Advantis Risk Assessment software. We will be hosting webinars throughout the season and recording them for anyone who cannot attend at the specific time. Teams are invited to a webinar this upcoming Wednesday at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Western by Advantis CEO Philip Gehring. The registration is available on the Microsoft team. The next session will be on the functional safety management process from Linda Freeman of Rockwell Automation on Tuesday, November 3rd. Now for a look at some of the technical aspects of this year's competition. Teams will have up to 6 months to design, analyze, and manufacture their ride. Teams will only consider the literal ride they are creating in terms of its riders, dynamics, and operation. Teams will first create and deliver a project charter to organize their team, then get to work developing the concept and risk assessment for their ride, along with starting a compliance analysis with the ASTM F2291 standard in conjunction with a provided ASTM adaptation document by the planning committee. After a preliminary design review on the risk assessment and concept, they will finish developing their ride systems, have one final design review, and spend the rest of the time completing their ride, their documentation, and presentation. Teams that register later this fall will have their deliverable schedule scaled accordingly. At the final event, teams will run their ride for a total of 8 hours, with riders replaced every hour on the hour. If something goes wrong with a ride, teams are responsible for servicing their rides and returning them to operation. Teams will also present their process and final ride to our panel of industry judges. Teams can participate in the Ride Engineering Competition event in person at Iowa State University or by virtually streaming their ride and team members. A vital skill as engineers is being thrifty. For your final ride design, you will record all the materials and labor that went into it and evaluate a bid price. This bid will be submitted blind. The team with the least expensive bid at the final competition event will keep their final score, but the team with the most expensive bid will receive a deduction of 100 points. The remaining teams will receive relative deductions based on their bid placement. There are 1,000 points up for grabs. However, only 750 points are expected for teams that perform at the level of a professional ride engineering team. Additional points can be earned in each section by going above and beyond. Scoring above 500 points in this competition will be a great achievement.
Your team can register at tpagisu.weebly.com. We can't wait to see what you create in April. Good luck, future ride engineers.